Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Mitchell Renz from Chat Sports, ready to get into our Raiders-Saints preview. I'll also break down some keys to victory in this game, and then a little bit later on, we'll break down some of the big-time Raiders injury news and also some major Saints injury news. So remember, y'all, we go live for every single game, and I'm hoping that you join Jeremy, Chugs, and I. This is an early game for all y'all out on the West Coast. We're going to be getting the party started here at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 a.m. Pacific. So wake the hell up, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and if you plan on hanging out with Chugs and I on Sunday, spam RO4L. That way we know you're a real one down in the comments. Let's go to the keys to victory here up against the Saints. Both teams, Raiders 2-4, Saints 2-5. We'll see what ends up going on here. I think the biggest key to victory, and please let me know if anyone disagrees out there, you need to hop on Josh Jacobs' back. You're like, Josh, piggyback ride and just take that all the way on Sunday because this young man here has been spectacular. Over his past 3 games, 69, nice amount of carries, 441 yards, 6 touchdowns. This dude has 6 touchdowns in October. You want to know a really great Halloween costume? You want to know something that probably scares the shit out of everyone in the NFL right now? It's Josh Jacobs. And that is a man who is running angry. He's running like he's got an FU on his mind. He's running like he wants to get paid. And as long as he's healthy, I don't really care about Zamir White. I don't really care about Amir Abdullah. I don't really care about Brandon Bolden. Run the freaking rock with Josh Jacobs. So here's my question to all of you right now. How many touches will Jacobs get against the Saints? I asked this question last week, and because he had a 3 rushing touchdown performance, if he does that every week, this is going to be the first question that I show y'all on the video because I'm a superstitious person, and I want the Raiders, Josh McDaniels, to pound the football. I'm thinking 25 to 30 touches, nothing less than that. Let's go to the next key to victory here up against New Orleans on the road. You got to play turnover-free football. I'm going to be real with y'all. The Raiders are a better football team than the New Orleans Saints. Point blank. On paper, offense, defense, when they're fully healthy, they might have the advantage. But if you don't turn the football over, and if you don't give New Orleans these short fields where they have opportunities to score, you're going to win the game. And both of the Raiders' wins this season, they didn't turn over the football. Now, if you turn over the ball, I still hope that you can win the turnover battle. But the Saints do not have the offensive firepower led by Andy Dalton to be able to sit up here and compete with a Raiders team that's averaging 27.2 points per game, top 3 in the NFL. So as long as you don't turn over the football, you will win this game. I'm very confident in that. Hell, I'm so confident that the Raiders are going to win this game, I already put my money down. I put my money down on our number 1 sports book partner out there, BetUS. And if y'all want to get hooked up here with the best deal on the internet, go to this link that y'all see down there below. It's chatsports.com/Raiders. You got to use the promo code Raiders125. If you don't use that code, you're not going to get the deposit bonus. What is it? It's a 125% deposit bonus. So if you put down $100, you're actually going to get $125 for free to bet with. It's the best deal out there. If you want to bet on the Raiders, any NFL games, Thursday night football in the future, whatever you want to bet on, we got you covered. MLB, NBA, chatsports.com/Raiders, promo code Raiders125. Let's go to the next key to victory here, Jeremy. You got to slow down Alvin Kamara. Last week I said if the Raiders slow down Dameon Pierce and they force Davis Mills to beat them, you're going to win the game. Got to do the exact same thing here. Kamara is one of the most versatile running backs in the NFL, and he's going to make the quarterback's life easier. He's also going to make your defensive line struggle a little bit. Now, the fact that the Raiders, they traded away Johnathan Hankins, it definitely puts a little bit more stress on some of these younger rookies like a Neil Farrell Jr., like a Matthew Butler. It puts more stress on Kendall Vickers, somebody like Andrew Billings on your defensive line. If you slow down Alvin and you make other players around New Orleans beat you, I believe you're going to come away with a big-time W. Now, I'm just curious, y'all. What's your Halloween costume for this season? Already last week, I went to a party. I dressed up as Ghost Malone, which I'll probably post a picture on Instagram sometime this week. If you're watching our Thursday Night Football watch party, well, I'm going to be dressing up as Buddy Bear, so please stay tuned for that. Jeremy, do you got your Halloween costume?
For
Halloween? Okay, well, I'm going to be dressing up as Harley Quinn for the Saints and Raiders game this upcoming week. Shout out to Savannah Jean. Shout out to Buddy Bear. If y'all want to see what my costume is, tune in, but I want to know what your Halloween costume is coming up. All right, let's go to the next one here. Get pressure on the Red Rifle, a.k.a. Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton, to me, when he first came out of TCU, was a gunslinger. Wasn't really afraid to throw the ball. I kind of think that that's still what Dalton is. He still is not afraid to chuck the rock around the field, though he doesn't quite have the arm strength like he did at one time. And here's the other thing. If you can get pressure on Andy, he's going to crumble. That's been the MO of him. Per Fantasy Pros, Andy Dalton right now is ranked 27th against the pressure in the NFL this season. Let's backtrack to last Thursday Night Football. Saints up 14-6. A bad pass, or not a bad pass, a tip ball gets picked off, taken back to the house. Dalton comes back on the very next drive, tries to force it, and then that led to a bad pass, which then led to a pick six, and all of a sudden, snap your fingers, Saints are down 28-14. If you get pressure on Dalton, Crosby, I know you're going to bring it. The other guy's got to be able to step up here in this game. Let's go to the next and final one here. You got to score touchdowns in the red zone. The Raiders have gotten better. Might sound crazy. They've been better over the past few weeks. They ranked bottom 5 in the NFL 3 weeks ago. Update 3 weeks now. They are scoring in the red zone. This is touchdowns only at a 54.55% chance, which is tied for 15th in the NFL. The Saints, on the other hand, though, they're scoring at a 64% clip, 6th in the NFL. For the Raiders right now, who, again, are averaging top 3 points in the NFL behind the Chiefs, the Bills, and they're ahead of the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. The offense has gotten opportunities, but to take that next step, to give more confidence in your offense, to give more confidence from this fan base into Josh McDaniels, you need to score in the red zone. So again, y'all, here are my 5 keys to victory up against the New Orleans Saints. So you got to get on Josh Jacobs' back, let him carry it to victory. No turnovers. Slow down Alvin Kamara. Get pressure on Andy Dalton. Touchdowns in the red zone. Those are the 5 things I'm looking at. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report in our preview up against the Saints, we're going to get into some injury news here. Now, the one that's scaring everyone is Davante Adams. He missed practice on Wednesday. He missed practice on Thursday. But according to a source, he's going to be fine. He's just dealing with an illness right now, which I did see somebody else on Twitter, I think it was Field Yates, say that it's the flu. I was told that he is sick. He's going to play. One of my friends who is close to the organization said, remember when Josh didn't travel with the team? There's actually a chance that that happens with Adams. So just stay in tune with it. Sounds like he's just sick. They don't want to spread the virus or whatever he's got. He's going to be playing this week, though. Next thing, Darren Waller. He is also expected to play. Yes, he's been a limited participant, but he has still been able to practice on Wednesday and Thursday. Lining him up, looks like he's going to be able to strap it on giggity and play this week. The one injury, though, that I want you guys to keep an eye out for is Davante Adams. He missed practice on Wednesday and on Thursday with a back and ankle injury. We'll see exactly what happens. I know the NFL trade deadline is right around the corner. There's been plenty of players that either A, didn't practice or are on the injury report. We'll see what happens there, but Davante Adams is definitely a name that I want to keep in mind. Other injury news to get to, I want to show the Saints if we could real quick, because the Saints, we were injury-riddled, I'd say a few weeks ago. The Saints got a lot of major injuries out there. Probably the one that shouldn't surprise anyone is Michael Thomas, their star wide receiver. Looks like he's about to miss his 5th straight game. This is the big one. If Marshawn Lattimore is unable to go, that helps Davante Adams out. New Orleans without Marshawn Lattimore is a much, much different defense. Jarvis Landry, I don't anticipate him playing in this game. And then their other tight end, Adam Troutman. We'll see if he's able to lace up his cleats this upcoming week. So we went through Raiders injury news. We went through Saints injury news. All of that good stuff. Now, if you want to get even more exclusive access to me, more exclusive videos, we do 2 a week, 1 live show. Hit me up over on RaidersPort.locals.com. You can join us over there. We keep you guys up to date. We do an NFL Pick'em Challenge, and I said, hey, if you want to win the Pick'em Challenge, you got to at least enter to get in. The 2 videos that I put out this week on the Raiders Report, Jonathan Hankins replacements. I talk about free agents the Raiders could sign and trade candidates. I also talked about Jack Conklin potentially going to Vegas. I saw a story out there that was linked to him. And the winner of our NFL Week 7 Pick'em Challenge was Super Raider 831. If you want to get a picture of you, I can't promise the Raiderettes, but a picture of you on the Raiders Report. Hey, enter. All you got to do is pick the most games right. We do it every single week. It's a lot of fun. So scan this QR code right here. Join us, RaidersReport.locals.com. All right, y'all. Big time game, Week 8. Raiders 2-4. Saints 2-5. The last time that I checked, the Raiders were 1-point road favorites. The Saints, the over-under in this game, is slotted in at 50.5. Pretty crazy. So Raiders 1-point favorites, 50.5 is the over-under. So how about this before I go? I want you guys to predict the score right now. Las Vegas Raiders, New Orleans Saints. What is it going to be? Las Vegas Raiders, New Orleans Saints, get your score predictions in. I've kind of flipped and flopped from top to bottom. I believe the Raiders are going to win. I know on Alexa I said 31-20, the silver and black. We will ultimately see, though, how it ends up going down on Sunday. Now, personally, y'all, I really, really hope that you guys join our watch party. If you missed partying in Oakland, I hear you. If you want to get that tailgating experience, maybe you can't get out to the games because the tickets are expensive, I get you. The Raiders Report here is one-stop shop to have a good time, watch the game, try to give you that atmosphere and the nation's family. So hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and join Jeremy Chuggs and I on Sunday when the Raiders take down the New Orleans Saints and the Raiders go to 3-4.